Good evening, everyone. It's Kinninigan. Please share, like, subscribe. I still need money for cigarettes and catnip. If anyone can help me out. Anyway, as far as this Minnesota thing goes, there is some more disturbing symbolism going on with this, and I you you can't make this up. So anyway, this picture started going around today. This is from the scene of the Minnesota shooting. And I want to point out some obvious symbolism here. Yes, that is a Tyrannosaurus Rex standing on a car for some reason. It's actually a blow up. You ever seen the dinosaurs and they fill up with air and people put them out for like Halloween decorations? That's what it is. And here, obviously, you got the policeman here. Look at the address of this house, 3332. Here's another pic of the scene. Someone got this off Google Maps because they wanted to confirm this, and they're like, "Holy shit, this is real. This isn't AI." They got this off Google Street View. 3332 Portland Avenue is the address with the fucking dinosaur. And why is there a Tyrannosaurus Rex out front? Well, here's where things get disturbing. That is a reference to what was a conspiracy, but it wound up not being a conspiracy, called Rex 84. And what Rex 84 was a classified scenario and drill developed by the United States federal government to detain large numbers of United States residents deemed to be, quote unquote, national security threats in the event the president declared a national emergency. Hence, probably declaring the Insurrection Act, I would assume. The scenario envisioned state defense forces rounding up 500,000 undocumented Central American residents. Well, take Central American residents. Yeah, they've already been rounding up people. We know that, but now they're rounding up Somalians, obviously in Minnesota, and 4,000 American citizens whom the U.S. Attorney General has designated as "quote unquote" national security threats. And for a long time, people like myself thought that would be people like me. Like if they declare martial law and start rounding up people, they're coming after people like me, okay, and others who are not in their little clubs, if you know what I mean. These people would be detained at 22 military bases and prison camps. Remember the Camp FEMA military bases? They're still around. Run by the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Yes, FEMA, the FEMA camps. This plan was discovered by Christian Institute in 1984 and first revealed in detail in a major daily newspaper by reporter Alfonso Shardy, July 5th, 1987, in the Miami Herald. The possible reasons for such a roundup were reported to be widespread opposition to a U.S. military invasion abroad, such as if the United States were directly to invade Central America to combat what the government perceived as subversive activities. The plan also authorized the military to direct the movement of civilian populations at state and regional levels, according to Professor Diana Reynolds. For many years, that was a conspiracy, and then it was declassified, obviously, and Rex 84 was real. You can't make this shit up. Well, not a surprise. So this is why, besides all the other symbolism I pointed out to you over the other few days, now we have symbolism popping up with a dinosaur. Well, a T-Rex to be more specific. And that is a reference to, yes, Rex 84, right next to the nice Masonic house with numbers 3332 on the address. I'll pin this picture as the top comment. If anyone could help me out with cigarette money or catnip money, I would really appreciate it. I don't put ads on my videos, and anytime I make a video, just like I did about the 33 degrees of the Scottish Rite and the Reptilian worship, I just pray my video don't get taken down because the let's just say, like I'm not even joking about that. Rex 84 hits the fan. Yeah, who do you think they're rounding up? They're coming after Kinninigan. Yeah, I'm going to Camp FEMA. So it's Saturday. The only joy I get in my life is hopefully firing up a joint and watching some movies or playing video games. It's like my only vice. Although it's getting harder to find stuff to watch. I've been whatever. And my whole YouTube feed. I try to stay away from the whole YouTube feed's filling up chaos, breaking out of Minnesota again, whatever. This is just strange though. I wouldn't even say this is reptilian symbolism because it's not actually. This is a reference to Rex 84 right in your face. Symbolism will be their downfall, and obviously they despise people like me who point this symbolism out to people. And yeah, that is a symbol to Rex 84. A U.S. government plan to round up dissidents and throw them in Camp FEMA. You can't make this shit up. Anyway, stay safe, people. This could be getting serious very soon. And what do I mean by that? Well, now you have protesters out here talking about they need to take up arms against the ICE agents. Yeah, I ain't touching that one with a 10-foot pole. So I told you earlier, it isn't guns and swords that is going to free us from the Illuminati. It's actually love and waking up and getting people to start seeing the symbolism that's around them and start realizing the truth that these Democrats and Republicans on both sides are playing a big game with you. And a lot of them are Freemason. It's all a game to them. But they love their reptilian symbolism. I'll tell you that, even though they deny it. And yeah, so there you go. You can't make this up. This is just, yeah, this is insane. I'll give you this. I'll pin both these pictures as the top comment. So if you want to share these around on social media, tell your friends. Yeah, you 33, 32 Portland Ave, T Rex on a car. Yeah, and then of course Rex 84. Oh God. Any questions or comments? Leave them below. All my donation links are in the description. Take care and God bless.